Hey guys, welcome out to the next stop. I'm Wayne Caveman Keys of the Cumberland Nature Crew, and welcome out to Regent Reserve in New South Wales Doonside in Australia. So we're going to take you for a walk today and some magic footage today. Some of the maddest things you'd ever see out on the Cumberland. The mad eastern brown, second most deadly snake in the world, face to face in full defensive mode. We've got that coming up straight off the bat, and we've got one of the rarest birds in all of Australia, the Regent honeyeater. So that'll be on too from Emu Heights. And I'll just warn you folks, do not attempt to get close to any of these eastern brown snakes or any other snakes. It's taken me years and years, decades and decades to read these animals and to know them well enough, and still there's a risk. So just to show you some of the defensive postures if you do get too close, and you don't want to see those. So steer well clear of those, and no normal person do anything like I do, because I'm Caveman Keys, I'm not a normal person. I've been on these tracks for 50 years. So without further ado, we'll take you out. We've got some rare lace monitor footage as well, so that's coming up. But without further ado, let's get out and experience what these last 2 days have been like on the Cumberland. Magic. Let's go, guys. It's moments like this, guys, that makes you feel like this. Eastern brown snake. There it is. Eastern brown snake. Woo! Eastern brown snake. Yeah! But I better keep it together. Don't want to excite this snake. Highly dangerous. Don't ever try this at home. Not for the normal person. I'm Wayne Caveman Keys, and I'm no normal person. Oh, check this out. What an absolute ripper. It's the eastern brown snake out on the Cumberland Plains. And this guy, the second most deadly snake in the world. So let's try and creep in a bit on this guy. Let's get a bit of footage first before we try and get in too close. So just move in a bit closer. And that beautiful sheen off the scales. You can see the tongue flicking out, tasting the air. You'd know I'm here. But he's just swum across the creek, so he's probably wanting to have a little bit of a sunbait. Stinking hot day, so he's probably been too hot and wanted to regulate his body temperature down a bit, so he's gone for a swim. Oh, look at him moving through the grass there. Beautiful silver. One of my favourite snakes out on the Cumberland. These guys are mad. Just insane. Get in a bit closer to him and get a better look for you. There we go. There we go. You're alright, mate. I'm not going to hurt you. Absolutely brilliant. He's a little bit on alert. He had the neck flattened out a bit before. You can see him. He's got his eye on everything. Beautiful. Absolutely majestic, magical, awesome snake. He's having a bit of a look around. Definitely one of the most majestic snakes out on the Cumberland, and one of my favourite snakes. This guy in the death adder, just mad. Oh, what has he seen then? Oh, that was mad. He's seen something. Now he's on alert. And these guys, they won't back down from anything. You don't want to encroach on the territory. Just mad, these guys. Coming right my way. This eastern brown, look at this. Coming right my way. Come on, mate. Oh, mad, here goes the threat display. Oh, he's angry. Oh, he's got the mouth open, ready to strike. Oh, this is mad, folks. Wicked snake. He takes off, and we're after him. Come on, mate, give us a closer look at you. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful snake. And as you can see, they'll try and make their way away from you. Oh, look at him. He's taken off. He's a bit skittish. Let's get in there close. Let's get as close as we can. See what we can do here. Oh, he's a bit defensive there. Oh, but he takes off, see? He's not really willing to bite, he'd rather take off. This is one of the rarest birds in Australia, with numbers somewhere between 250 and 300. The gorgeous Regent honeyeater. And they've recently been breeding program with Taronga Zoo, and started in the year 2000 apparently, and they started to breed these animals. The numbers had got down to under 50, so they undertook a breeding program, and this bird here, you can actually see the bands on his feet there. He was released in the Hunter Valley last year by Taronga Park Zoo. And how mad are these guys? In the grevillea, looks like a grevillea superb. They love that nectar. They're a honeyeater, so they get that long tongue down into the polyps of the grevillea and extract all that beautiful pollen. And one of the most precious honours ever in the wildlife time that I've been out here walking. They're just majestic, amazing, and one of the rarest birds. So hope you enjoy this footage. Just landed straight up on the grevillea right in front of me here. That's just mad. Oh, sensational. And you can see it just putting that little tongue and beak into those polyps. One of the privileges that I never thought I'd see. So everyone keep your eye out for these birds. They're prone to turn up in people's yards in their grevillea plants, because when they were in captivity in the breeding program at Taronga, their main food source was these grevilleas. So definitely worth a shot, keeping your eye out around the local gardens. Look at that beautiful bird. And yeah, a sheer privilege to be able to bring you this footage out from Emu Heights, out near Penrith, New South Wales, Australia. One of Australia's rarest birds. And there's actually a pair here, and it's rumoured there could also be a juvenile as well. You see the bands on this one, and this is the banded bird too. Oh, look at it stretching out. Oh, that's magnificent. That is just spectacular. Amazing. And here's the unbanded bird up in the tree. This is the wild born one. So the captive bred one has been released up in the Hunter Valley, and somehow they've retrained all of these birds to recognise and be able to sing their own call, as they lost that ability to be able to recognise their own call. They were mimicking all the other birds because there was just none of these guys around. So yeah, it took retraining by the staff to get them to learn their own call again and recognise it. But then they were worried, that we all were, that maybe these guys, they weren't going to meld together, and the captive ones wouldn't pair with the wild bred ones. So amazing, we have a wild bred one and a captive one here, a captive bred one from the breeding program, that have paired up in Western Sydney, Australia. One of the most significant things you would ever see. Brilliance. Our next stop, got a beautiful king parrot, one of the most spectacular, larger type parrots, and they are just gorgeous. A beautiful song. And this is just down at the local reserve down at Emu Heights. Locals were good enough to show us around at some of the spots, and we got the pleasure to film that gorgeous Regent honeyeater, one of the rarest birds in Australia. So beautiful king parrot out on the Cumberland Plains. just starting to turn that gorgeous red all up the chest, and look at that iridescent greens on the wings. They're just a magic bird. And off he goes to the next stop, and here's some of that beautiful nature reserve down at the gorgeous Emu Plains. Oh, next stop, a bottler, Narragansett special. Got a pair of gorgeous sacred kingfishers. They've just nested and had the young. So amazing. If you get down to Narragansett, you're almost assured of seeing these guys in the Currawong picnic area pond. They're just amazing. So get out there and enjoy nature, guys. And yeah, if you like the show, subscribe and help us out, guys. Bring you heaps of great footage and help us support the nature, flora and fauna, and save our beautiful Cumberland. Okay guys, let's have a look around and see what else we got on today's next stop. Couldn't help it, I had to get some more footage of this guy. That iridescent aqua, amazing. So sacred kingfisher out at Narragansett Reserve, an absolute ripper, bottler of a day so far. We've had 2 days just been an absolute cracker. From Regent honeyeaters to the mad eastern brown snake, a little bit grumpy, but some magic times out here in the bush. And here we have the eastern water dragon, just down beside Kookaburra Foot Trail, near the little ravine, the waterway, enjoying a bit of shade. Quite hot out here at the moment, so yeah, we might venture down a bit further and see what other animals we've got down the track here. Might even be a few more birds. Oh, check it out. It's a little wattle bird. And this guy, he was absolutely terrorising the pair of Regent honeyeaters. As they do, they're a very aggressive little bird. Beautiful bird, I love them. They're magic. But yeah, he was waiting across in the Callistaman, and every time the Regent honeyeaters would go into this particular grevillea, this is the actual culprit here, they would get shooed out of the tree quick smart by him. And here's another visitor, one of the rainbow lorikeets, one of the local rainbow lorikeets up at Emu Heights. So brilliant place out of Western Sydney. Not a better place on earth for birding and wildlife, mate. I love it. We love it. Okay, so let's head out to the next stop and see what we can find there. Amazing day, guys. Oh, how mad. It's a yearling lace monitor up in the tree, and he's looking at me. He's probably one of those ones that I filmed, and it looks like he's just shed. I can see a bit of loose skin on him, and he's rubbing his face and around those regions that haven't shed yet. See a few little pieces of skin just off the side of his jaw and his face there, you probably see when I get a closer up view. But he's on the first and second branch there, and you can see him just rubbing him side of his face and that there, trying to shed that excess shedding from the face. And look at the coloration. Mad little yearling, and he's only just shed, so the colours are just at their best. They're magnificent. One of the best looking little lace monitors you'd ever see. He's having a look around, and I reckon he knows me, this guy. He's been watching me from up in this tree. There you go, you see him rubbing his face there. Yeah, that's it. Definitely not long shed. Can see by the coloration too, they're at their most colourful, as we know. And just goes across into the next branch. There's a bit of a rest up there. He'd been watching me very closely, this guy, and I start to wonder if they actually do get to know you with the Jacobson's organ and their sense of taste and smell, and of course the acute eyesight. It's yeah, probably they do recognise me, I'm sure of it, because I see them, they have quite a good look at me.
and they're never too scared. They never run away. But as I say, I wouldn't try this myself because they're a powerful big animal, and yeah, if they don't know you, they could be spooked and they could do a lot of damage. Oh, how mad! This guy's just come down the tree a bit, and he's went in this little crack in the tree. He's tiny, but he's just looking straight at me. Absolutely mad, and I'm not far away at all, you know, I'm probably 15 foot away from this guy. It's one of the most amazing things. Look at him. He's having a good look at me now. And he's been looking at me all the time. What's he doing here? He's coming down the tree. Oh, this is crazy. He must trust me. As you see, look, I'm probably about 15 foot away or so. He walked along the ground for a while and he's just climbed up not even far into this tree here, and he's been hunting around in the grass, but he's definitely not disturbed by me, and he keeps stopping and looking back at me. The amazing bond that you can build with animals without encroaching too much or touching them or grabbing them. Just being close by in their proximity, they get used to the smells and the way you look. That stupid cowboy hat of mine probably. He just had a yawn. Just awesome watching this. And you can see he just behaves very normally because he's so used to me. Foraging around. Oh, mad. You can see he was going to jump just then. He's just transferred onto a little bit higher branch. Fossicking around. Absolutely magnificent. What an experience, guys. And out he comes on a lower branch and he's staring straight at me. This is unbelievable. The cheeky bugger's got the throat puffed out at me as well. And he's like literally the size of a beardy. He's hardly over head level. And yeah, I'm about 15 foot away again, just filming him up in the tree. Mad. And down he comes, wandering through the grass. This is amazing. So this is what they do, guys. The young lace monitors foraging through those leaf litter and all the little twigs, looking for small insects and other prey. And like, he's 15 foot away from me again. I'm keeping me distance, but he just keeps looking straight at me. Oh, this is insane. Oh, he starts to move. Oh, it looks like he just caught his foot on a spiky bush, but he's not shy. He's coming straight towards me. This is insane. I'm sure this guy recognises my smell something. He's right in front of me, right at my feet, this guy. And he's looking straight up at me. I've never had anything like this ever happen before in my life, as he wanders off and forages for food. That was crazy. Just walked up and had a look at me. Mad. I'm in awe. I can't believe he just eyed me off from the tree, came down, walked right up to my feet, looked me in the eye, and then wandered off. Mad. So I'll just film him going about his business and foraging a bit. The wicked little yearling lace monitor. And I reckon this guy knows me. That was the most magic thing I've ever had happen in the bush. That's just blown me away. Off you go, mate. Off you go and forage, my beautiful friend. Our next stop, what a ripper. It's the Sydney Basin short-necked turtle, or as they were called, Murray River turtle. They're now been separated into subspecies. Look at the mad size of those big claws and paws. Gives them plenty of traction on these logs. They like to get out there and sunbake. Yeah, they're also known as the Macquarie turtle as well. And yeah, but now termed as the Sydney Basin short-necked turtle, so that's what we'll use. And yeah, he is a magic little animal. He'll be out there, he'll be feeding on all sorts of little guppies and other things in the water, and any little insects that land on top of the water. Probably knock off a few flies in mid-air. Beautiful, beautiful little animal. Out at Narragansett Reserve, at the world famous log, having a bottler of a day. This day is a day to remember, folks, and I'm just glad that I can share it with all you guys. We've got to really work to protect all of these gorgeous guys and conserve this mad Cumberland. Oh, next stop, wicked eastern water dragon, big male, solid head, just a majestic animal. Look at the coloration. Bit shaky there, sorry folks, but yeah, magic animal. Okay guys, that was the last stop on the Cumberland Express for today. Hope you really enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed the show, press that little subscribe and I'll get out there and I'll give you heaps and heaps more of this awesome footage, rare animals, mad reptile footage, whatever you guys want. I'll get out to all the parks and give you a look. So subscribe to the channel please guys, really appreciate that. Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to get out maybe to Pigtown Lagoon and have a look how that's faring with all this rain. But for now, we'll see you guys on the next stop. From all the Cumberland Nature crew, Les the Wild Man Sheeran, Bluey in the Bush, Paulie the Reptile Master Douglas, Mark the Abbey Hunter Hayden, and of course, Khan on the Water the Angry Mullet, and yours truly, Wayne Caveman Keys. So, don't attempt anything that I do or get close to any of these dangerous reptiles, especially because you're putting your own life in your hands. I've had decades of experience and I'd never recommend doing what I do for any normal person. Because after all, I'm Wayne Caveman Keys and I'm no normal person. I've been on these tracks for decades. So, till tomorrow, see what we got on the next stop, guys.